Hey, welcome to another Hat Stack Mike tier list. And this time I'm ranking all of the mainline platformer Super Mario games. You know, I've done Sonic games, I've done Zelda games, so Mario games make sense is my next video. And this tier list was created by Melanation1. So thank you for making this, and I like the little icon there. Alright, so let's go. Alright, Super Mario World, wow. Starting off with this one. I've mentioned it a few times before, but I'll say it again. Super Mario World is my favorite Mario game, so top of S tier, obviously. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's just the perfect Mario game. I could gush about this game so much, so I'll keep it short, but I love the simplistic but really charming art style. I love the music, and then the levels. Oh, the level design in this game is so good, and so many secrets. The experience I had as a kid, finding all the secrets and everything, it was like no other. I love Super Mario World so much. And then, of course, Yoshi. Yoshi made his debut here. It's a great addition. And I have to mention the cape power-up. The cape power-up is my favorite Mario power-up, and, you know, of course, it's in my favorite Mario game. I love using that cape. Just, yeah, just an amazing game. Top of S tier, no doubt. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I feel like I'm going to be a bit harsh on this game, so to fans of this game, I'm sorry, but I was so done with the new Mario games at the point where I played this. I don't remember whether it came out before or after New Super Mario Bros. U, but I know I played it after that, and I had such new Mario fatigue that I just did not care. And the whole gimmick with it is coins, which is weird. It's just like Mario games already have a lot of coins, but this is like, no, even more coins. We have thousands of coins. You get like the coin hat that makes coins, and it's just coins everywhere. It's a weird gimmick, and I just like, I don't care about the coins, and I don't know. I feel like the levels were fine. Like, it's a fine Mario game. I don't even really remember much of it. I don't think I beat it. This is, out of everything here on this list, this is the one I remember the least. So it's going in C tier. I had a very lukewarm experience with it, but it's not a bad game. I don't have much nice to say about it. Alright, moving on. Super Mario 3D World. Now, this is a game that had to prove itself to me because, starting off with low expectations again, but alright, when the Wii U was out and it was failing, us Nintendo fans were just hoping that next huge 3D Mario game was coming out, you know, that we had Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. So we were hoping the Wii U would have something like that, and then they show off Super Mario 3D World, which was like the safest looking, like most cookie cutter Mario game. It didn't look bad, my hype was so low for this game going in. And my first playthrough of it, like, I had fun, but I wasn't really feeling it. Like, yeah, you could be a cat, there's the cat power up, but so, but then subsequent playthroughs, I appreciated a lot more, and especially on the Switch, where like they made it faster, and you know, they made it smoother and everything. I loved playing through on that, so I now appreciate it for what it is, and it's a really good game. Like, the levels are designed really well, which I didn't really appreciate it at the time. And, you know, now that we got Super Mario Odyssey and stuff, I could go back and look at the less exciting Mario games for what they are, and yeah. So this game has proven itself to me. It took a while, but I'm gonna put an A tier. It's really good. I just didn't see it for a while. Alright, Super Mario Sunshine. I was kind of hoping this game was later on down the list, because this might ruffle some feathers, but here we go. I tried to like this game. I really, really wanted to love this game. I do not like this game. I just don't. I hate FLUDD, and the level layouts are weird. I don't really have fun running through them. And then the fact that every level has a tropical theme just made it get old so fast. And the hub world Delfina Plaza, it's okay. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm putting it in C tier. Put it above Super Mario. Yeah, again, I've tried. And when Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out, I tried. I went into it just open eyes. Just try to forget about my past experience with it, and I still didn't like it. About, I think like Serena Beach or something, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm so done with this tropical theme, and I don't care anymore. Yeah, the parts I liked about Super Mario Sunshine the most were probably those little obstacle courses where you get FLUDD taken away. Those are fun, but those are far and few between, and as a package, I just didn't like it. I know this game has a lot of fans, so if you're one of them, don't take this personally. You know, more power to you. Keep loving this game. I wish I could. I don't. I'm not going to pretend I like it. C tier. Super Mario Land. Alright, this is a game I'm going to try and be objective with, but it's going to be hard because I played this as a kid. I grew up with it. And I kind of love it, but when I look at it for what it is, it feels weird to control. The jumps are stiff, and then the gravity's weird, like Mario just falls like a rock. And beyond that, it's just insanely short. Like about a year or so ago, I did a playthrough of this game on my channel, and it took me maybe 20 minutes, if that, to beat the entire game. So, I can't look at it as an overall package and say put it like above up in here or anything. Yeah, it's gonna go in C tier. I have to be objective here. I want to place it higher, but I can't. Again though, I love it. I grew up playing this game, but it does not hold up well compared to the other Mario games here. Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I love this game. Spoilers for later on in this video, I guess. I like Super Mario Galaxy 1 better, but Super Mario Galaxy 2, top of A tier. I really love it. Super Mario Galaxy 1, I feel like, has a better foundation. It has the hub world and everything, but Super Mario Galaxy 2 is where they experimented with everything, and I appreciate for that. They had Yoshi, and they had, like, Cloud Mario and stuff, and the levels were a lot of fun. I really like Super Mario Galaxy 2. And, yeah. I appreciate all the experimentation they did. When I think back, I definitely had a better time with Super Mario Galaxy 1. Alright, Super Mario Bros. 3. Wow, now this is a legendary one. Let's see, maybe down D? C? No, it's gonna go in S. What can I say about Super Mario Bros. 3? It's legendary. Especially for the time it was made, it pushed the boundaries of the NES, and they just did such an amazing job with it, and it still holds up. Like, the level design's great. You know, all the new power-ups, the raccoon suit. It's just a great game. And I guess the only thing I have to say against it, and this is only if you're playing like the original way on the NES, is there's no save system, so they expect you to just do the whole game in one sitting. But if you're playing through other means, which I feel like most people would nowadays, you know, Nintendo Switch Online or Super Mario All-Stars, whatever, there's an easy way to save your progress, so that's not really an issue nowadays. And yeah, just great game. Still holds up decades later, and one of the top Mario games. Moving on to Super Mario 64, and oh man, okay, it's going above Super Mario 3 in S tier. This game, wow, yeah. Anyone who grew up in the 90s like I did just know how groundbreaking this was. It just laid the foundation for 3D platformers, and other than a few little things like the camera, it still holds up. It's still an amazing game. I still go back to it. I still love it. And just, yeah, the worlds are fun. The music's great. The level design's great. I love the way these levels are designed, except maybe Wet Dry World. That's like the one people always complain about. But yeah, otherwise, just, man, other than the camera, which isn't always easy to use, which was the norm for games in the 90s. And obviously the graphics. It's just, everything else holds up so well. I love this game. Super Mario Land 2. Wow, what a huge jump over the original. Yeah, I'm gonna put an A tier. I love Super Mario Land 2. I always kind of thought of it as the weird Mario game. It like has the pumpkin world where there's like giant Jason Voorhees masks walking around, and it always kind of gave a weird vibe compared to the other Mario games. I always loved it for that. And, it has the bunny ears power up, and it's just a really fun game. The only thing I have against it now, and I don't think this was the case when I was a little kid, but going back to now, it's way too easy. It's just, the difficulty curve with Mario Land 2 is actually weird, because it's like easy, and then you get to Wario's Castle, and it's like, boom. But, with enough persistence, even Wario's Castle isn't that bad. It's just, you'll probably die a lot. But just overall, really solid game, especially on the Game Boy. I feel like it's one of those games that pushed the system to its limits. And I love Super Mario Land 2. Super Mario 3D Land. This is a good game. Pretty good game. I'm gonna put in B tier. Didn't do a whole lot new. I guess depending on how you look at it, it kind of blended 2D and 3D Mario together, which was novel at the time, because it's technically a 3D Mario game, but you're running through courses and getting the fight pole like the 2D ones. So that was a novelty at the time, and it was cool just having a Mario game in 3D on a handheld system back then. And I really liked it. I guess I don't remember it as well as the others. It didn't do much to stand out, and like the levels seemed good, but I don't know. Nothing really wowed me in Super Mario 3D Land, which is okay. It's what's preventing it from being higher here, but it's a really good, solid game. New Super Mario Bros. U. Oh man, I wish the Wii U launched with a different game. This was not what I wanted the Wii U to launch with, but having said that, it's still a good game. I still liked it. It's technically the first HD Mario game, and the flying squirrel power-up is like cool. I don't know. I'll put it in B tier. It's just, it didn't really, the new games were still getting old by this point, and it just has the same cookie cutter, grassland, desert land, Iceland. None of the worlds stand out as anything new or special. And I don't know. I remember the Bowser Jr. fight being kind of cool, I guess. We had boxing gloves and stuff, but no. Overall, it's just a good game that didn't stand out. Alright, Super Mario Brothers. Wow, the legend itself. Alright. I can't be fully objective here because, its sequels do things a lot better if you just look at it objectively, but it's Super Mario Brothers, it's the groundbreaking game that just, set the standards for, pretty much video games at that point going forward, and it just did so much. Again, though, if you compare it to, Super Mario Bros. 3, you can't even go backwards in Super Mario Brothers, and, the level design, there's no verticality, it's all just on one horizontal screen. But it still holds up as being really fun. I still love going back to this game. It's the most simplistic Mario game, but it's so fun, and I still love going back to it. It still holds up as being great. I'm going to put it right up here in A tier. And if I was being a bit objective, maybe I wouldn't put it right there, but I'm going to let bias take over on this a bit, because, it's among the first video games I ever played. I grew up playing when I was really, really little, and it's freaking Super Mario Brothers, so it has to go up there. Alright, new Super Mario Brothers. This was really cool at the time when it came out, because at the time it was new. There hadn't been a new Super Mario 2D platformer game since, I don't know, I'll say 1992 or something. It'd been close to 15 years probably at that point. So I thought that was really cool that a new one was coming out, and at the time I really enjoyed it. Going back to it, it's not as solid as the sequels. The level design isn't really as good, and the power-ups like the giant mushroom where Mario turns giant, you're just kind of holding right and seeing him smash through everything. It's not really cool when you see it the third or fourth time. I'll still put it at the end of B. It's still a good game, but it doesn't seem as cool as when it first came out to me. But I appreciate what they did with it. Super Mario Galaxy. Oh man, I love this game, and this game wowed me. This game wowed me a lot. I'm gonna put it up in S tier, right between 64 and Mario 3. This game. I love the whole gravity mechanics with it, just the different planets, and just the way it controls, it's so good. It's so fun, and then I love Rosalina's Comet Observatory. I love the power-ups like Flying Mario and stuff. And the music, the orchestrated music's amazing. Yeah, in all the worlds. Oh man, I love this game so much. It was the big Mario game on the Wii that everyone's looking forward to, and actually, yeah, the thing that I liked most about it is because, as I've said, I didn't really like Sunshine that much, and I was kind of worried at that point, that they had already run out of ideas for 3D Mario, which I'm glad I was proven wrong, because this was so fresh at the time. It's a whole new way to play. Amazing game. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Alright, I'll say right now, this is my favorite of the new Super Mario games. Actually, I'll put this at the top of B tier. And I might be a bit biased with this one because this was the one I actually played with friends, so this was the one I got to experience multiplayer with, and playing this with friends was just so much fun. I loved it. And even though, yeah, it was the same worlds, grass, ice, desert, I had such a good time playing through it. And yeah, this may be a little less objective. My bias might be getting in the way with this because, again, I've played that one more multiplayer than single player, but I don't know, I loved Super Mario Bros. Wii, new Super Mario Bros. Wii, and yeah, to me it's still not like among the best up here, but as far as the new games go, it's at the top, I'd say. Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, also known as Super Mario Bros. 2. Can't be nice to this one. I'm sorry, it's going in D tier. I don't like it. You know, I could cut it some slack because in the 80s, making like super hard, really frustrating games was kind of a common thing, and I'm sure the developers were like, alright, everyone already played Super Mario Bros. To death, let's give them a huge challenge now. And I can respect that, but I don't like it. Most of the challenge comes as just being cheap, and I don't know. At the time when I got Super Mario All-Stars, I thought it was really cool that we got a Lost Mario game, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it then, I don't enjoy it now, I never finished it, I don't plan to. If you like it, cool, I don't like it. Super Mario Bros. 2. Alright, this was the first Mario game I ever remember playing, and actually the first video game I ever remember playing. We actually had Super Mario Bros. 2 before Super Mario Bros. 1 because, yeah, my grandma got my older sister an NES system, which later became mine, and there wasn't any games for it, and then, if I remember correctly, I think she bought Super Mario Bros. 2 because it had just come out. I was like 2 years old at the time, so I don't really remember much, but I just remember, yeah, for a little while we had Super Mario Bros. 2, and that was the only Mario game we had until we got Super Mario Bros. 1. I'm gonna put it in B tier, in the middle there. It's different, but I grew up with it, and I always liked it for what it was. I like the more traditional Mario games more overall, but I just really like it. Once you understand how to play this one, you know, picking stuff up from the ground and finding secret potions and stuff and lifting up enemies, it's a lot of fun in its own way, but overall, I would prefer a traditional Mario. Super Mario Odyssey. Where's this gonna go? Alright, if I'm being more objective, I think it should go like way up here, but I'm gonna put it right behind Super Mario 64, and my nostalgic bias towards Super Mario 64 is taking over here a bit, but yeah, Super Mario Odyssey is still really, really, really good. It's designed so well. The cappy mechanics are so much fun, and just the way it controls, Mario feels so smooth to control, and you can like roll down the hills and all the physics, and then the way you can use cappy to get to like all sorts of places, it's really cool. And then I liked the way it's set up with the moons because, and I know a lot of people don't like it, with like Super Mario 64 and Galaxy and stuff, you know, you get your missions with the stars, and that's cool and all, but I don't know, it kind of restricted where you go. But in Odyssey, there's so many little moon missions. At every corner you go, there's gonna be something to do to get a moon. I kind of prefer that, I think. And then the levels themselves, you know, freaking New Donk City, in, what's it called, Luncheon or whatever. I love them. I love Super Mario Odyssey so much. It's such a great game. Again, if I had less nostalgic bias, it might even go up here. I don't think it would take over Super Mario World, but it's an amazing game. Alright, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the newest Mario game. Yeah, definitely better than all of the new games. Actually, yeah, I'll put it up here in A tier. It's really good. I liked it a lot. You know, there's the new elephant power-up, which is a lot of fun, but other than that, just the levels, they're all so unique and provide different experiences, and nothing feels the same, and I love that, and I appreciate that more than just Probably more than I should, but just after all the new games that had the same levels over and over again, the levels in Super Mario Bros. Wonder just felt so fresh. And then, of course, the Wonder Seeds or Wonder Flowers that just give you all sorts of weird... They change the levels around in such weird and fun ways, and you never know what you're gonna get, and it's so much fun. I love it. The only negative thing I really have to say about Super Mario Bros. Wonder is it was way too easy. I wish there was more of a challenge there. After I beat the game, I was like, oh. And there's the special world that seems more challenging. I haven't finished that, and that's cool. I just wish the whole game was like that. But as it is, it's a really good game. And I hope they do a sequel that maybe makes it a bit harder. I get it, though, because a lot of games nowadays kind of lean more easy, because if games aren't easy, then people tend to give up a lot faster. That's just the age we live in now. But as it is, I had a lot of fun with it. I just wish there was a bit more challenge. Alright, so yeah, this is my Super Mario tier list. What do you think? Do you agree, disagree? Would you swap some things around here? Did one of my choices really ruffle your feathers? Let me know. I always like to hear feedback. And yeah, if you made it this far, then thank you. Thank you for listening to me talk about Mario for so long. I always appreciate it. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a hat stacking good day.